Today, I'm going to be showing you guys the exact content calendar that I've been using on Notion that got me to over 500,000 followers on Instagram. As you grow, it's really important that you use this because this allows you to approach content strategically rather than just throwing stuff randomly at the wall. So let's get right into it. So firstly, let's go a little bit more into depth of why you should have a content calendar and why you should plan out your content for the week before you actually do it. The first reason is because it lets you batch record all your content at a single time. For example, this literally shows the photos that I've taken this week, and you can see from right here to right here, this was the entire batch of recording for an entire week of content for my channel. And I was able to basically do it in 1 to 2 hours because I had all of my content planned and scripted before I went into my recording session. So imagine you could get all your content for the week done in 1 hour per week. That would be way easier than if you had to every day think of a new idea and record. So I think it's really smart to actually separate the scripting process from the recording process, from the editing process, so you can do each as efficiently as possible. The second thing is that it allows you to go into social media with an actual strategy. So for example, one of the strategies that I've been doing is mixing it up between top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel content. Top of funnel is stuff that we know will go really viral, but doesn't actually drive sales for our business, but does increase the total amount of people who are aware of who I am. Bottom of funnel is specifically stuff that is super valuable to my audience in my niche. So in my case, it would be very juggling specific content. And even though bottom of funnel content rarely ever goes viral, it really moves the needle in terms of driving sales and growing my business. You can see here, we've done 13.3K in sales in my juggling balls in just the past 30 days. And that's a sharp increase from what it used to be. My store used to only do like 2K a month. And now in just the past 30 days, we did 13K in a month. That's mainly because I've actually focused on making bottom of funnel content. Again, just so you guys know, I have a template for this in the description so you guys can follow along and use it for yourself. But basically, you mainly have 3 different views. The first view is a board view where you can see all the different content that you have planned and where it's at in the pipeline. So for example, these videos need to be scripted, and once they're scripted, they can be moved to here. And then once I confirm that the script is good, I can move it into this category called to film, which means that I need to film it. Once it's film, I moved it into filmed. Then my editor knows, okay, now I need to edit it. We review it. If he needs to change something, we add in fix edit right here. If not, we just schedule it and then we post it. And if the idea ever gets rejected, we move it into this category. And you could very neatly just move it like this without having to actually do much work. So this is the board view, and I think it's pretty nice on Notion. The second thing we have is the calendar view. So this way we can see when all of the posts that we make are supposed to be going up. And then finally, we have the table view. Now the table view is also very nice because it allows us to view the videos in like an easy scrolling format. And so I just record all my videos in a given batch. So I'm just going to go to batch 16 right here since most of these are all recorded. And yeah, from the jump, you can see so much information about all of these videos. For example, we have video 6 right here in batch 16. I can open it and look at what the rough script was supposed to be when I record it. And then also in the details here, I have the actual drive link that my editor made once the video was finally edited. Which, by the way, this video was sick. Go subscribe to Fly Juggler if you want to see what I actually did in it. Anyways, then I also sometimes split this content between organic videos, paid ads that we're running, and also brand deals that we're doing, just to have a little bit more separation. And I actually recorded this one, so I'll say filmed right there. But I just do that to just have a little bit more separation if I want to look at just the organic videos or just the paid ads that I recorded. But if I want to look at everything, I can just click on this table right here, remove the batch number specifically, and then I can see all the videos that we have planned, that I've filmed, and everything. This content calendar has been absolutely huge for me, and I highly recommend it if you're doing social media or trying to make social media your main source of revenue. And then finally, I want to show you guys up here what these tabs are for. So first things first, we have a weekly report. This is where we look through our best performing videos and how much money they made and that sort of thing to see how we should change our strategy month after month. In the ideas tab, whenever I have a quick idea of like some video I see on social media or something that I want to quickly write down, I just write it down in the ideas tab. And then when we go through to script out new videos or brainstorm new videos for the week, for the next batch, we have a ton of ideas already sitting here, which makes things much easier. For formats / tricks, I have a ton of formats and tricks that I've been using in the past that I know tend to go more viral than others. So I just save those with examples under each to show that they're actually able to get views and that we can run this format in the future and expect that it'll work. And then finally, I have a long-term list of goals right here of things that we could do to improve the content or improve the business model that I want to get to. But one of the hardest skills in business is knowing which thing to prioritize and focusing on that one thing. You find the constraint of the business and you fix that constraint, and you ignore all the other millions of things that you could do to increase your business. If it isn't the thing that will directly improve your business the most, the quickest, then you have to ignore all those other goals. So I just write down all the other things that I could be doing. I ignore it temporarily, and I just picked a couple goals invaluable and easy to try to do as soon as I possibly can. Finally, I have a couple links to a couple folders that I use here just so I don't lose where the Google Drive folders are. And then I have the list of weekly deliverables that I have so that when my scriptwriter is thinking about scripting stuff, he knows exactly what we're supposed to put in each batch. So yeah, with that being said, that's how the content calendar works. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I tried to package as much value that you guys can implement into your own content as possible. And as always, thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.